Friends, for Science Center today, first you can watch the All About Owls video. Then we're going to work on the owl life cycle. So the very first thing I'm going to do is cut out my pieces. So I'm going to cut out my title, Owl Life Cycle. And I'm holding my scissors the correct way with my thumb at the top, the rest of my fingers at the bottom, and my pointer finger is guiding. Remember, we're always going to follow our dotted lines when we're cutting out. So I'm cutting out my title, Owl Life Cycle. There we go. I have my title cut out. Now I'm going to cut these words out. This is actually listing out the owl life cycle for us. Just like when we did the spider life cycle, we have a numbered list. So we'll go over these together. Cutting, cutting, cutting. And then the last thing I need to cut out are the pictures. I'm going to cut out my owl life cycle pictures. I'm staying nicely on the dotted line with my scissors and cutting the owl life cycle pictures out. I'm going to put my scraps off to the side to throw away later. Okay, friends, I almost have everything cut out. Whew, that was a lot of cutting. Okay, I'm putting my scraps off to the side and my scissors right here for a minute. So we have our title, Owl Life Cycle. Then we have our numbered boxes. 1, eggs. 2, chick. 3, owlet. 4, fledgling. 5, adult. Okay, my friends, so let's cut these pictures out. We're going to look at them closely together to see what we think the order is for our owl pictures. Okay, so our first is the eggs. Now, I see this nest here with a lot of eggs in it, so I'm going to put just a dot, not a lot, and I'm going to glue down my picture of the eggs in the first box for number 1. I see all of those eggs in the nest. Okay. Now, I'm going to look chick. Which of those would be like it was the next step in the life cycle? Let's look closely. I want you to guess. Which one do you think is next? I'm going to say it's this one where the egg is cracked open. The chick is still inside of the egg in this picture, so that would be the next step. The baby owl, the chick, is coming out of the egg. Okay. Now my owlet, let's look at the owlet. When the baby is an owlet, it's going to have fluffy feathers. So it has fluffy feathers in this picture. It's an owlet. Then as it gets a little bit older, it would be called a fledgling. So let's look at our last 2 pictures and decide which one we think is the fledgling and which one we think is the adult. I think the fledgling is this one. The owl is smaller, so it is just a fledgling. It hasn't become an adult just quite yet. So we have our fledgling. And then last, we see our adult owl on the branch. So I'm going to put some glue on that one and glue it by the adult. Okay, friends, now if you would like, you can neatly color in your pictures. So we might color a brown nest, for example. We'll do one together as an example. You might neatly color in, remember staying inside the lines, and neatly coloring in your nest. All right, so neatly coloring in my nest. You can do the rest on your own. Remember, friends, when you're coloring, try to stay inside the lines, no scribble scrabble, so that we can see your pictures when you show us at Writing Center. Now, I'm going to open up my owl booklet to the first page, and I'm going to glue the owl life cycle. So here's the front. Okay, I'm opening right here and gluing the owl life cycle right inside the front cover. So again, I'm going to get my glue stick out. I'm going to put some glue on the title, Owl Life Cycle, and I'm pressing that down into my book. Okay, and then I'm going to put it on the back of my pictures of the Owl Life Cycle, and I'm also going to press that down into my book. Now, friends, remember, at any point, if I am going too fast, just press pause on the video, and you can pause it and then click play when you're ready to go to the next step. All right, boys and girls, do your best, and we will see you back for our writing lesson.